ain't taking this anymore. God damn this lie. Just say the truth. You got a woman that loves you and you're still lying. You're a idiot.
Wait. You're not taking this anymore, Angela. You? Really? You? Am I missing something here? She's the one that's been treating him like he's a dog.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Help me! Help me!
Yeah, Michael's gonna need all the help he can get, because if this is how she shows her apparent love, God help those that she doesn't like.
I think he's been a scammer all this time. To be honest, Mama, if he's using you to come over here without you, you really need to figure out what's going on.
Now, before we dive into all of this, let's just rewind back to the start. So we left the couple as they were having a fight. After spending the whole afternoon drinking, waiting for Michael to show up, when he eventually did, Angela found out that Michael had secretly moved his visa application appointment from Nigeria, his home country, to Ivory Coast, where they are at the moment. And after learning this information, she lost her goddamn mind. Angela went nuts.
Nobody goes through this much to get a goddamn visa!
And our favourite little alleged scammer is very overwhelmed at this point.
I know she's upset and everything. All I'm trying to do is for us to be together, move to the state together and be one family.
We know, Michael, we know that all you're trying to do is move to the States. At this point, we're all on your side. We all want that for you too, don't we? Like, the man's been through too much. He's earned that visa at this point.
And you too, Michael.
I mean, just look at her reaction. Look how Angela reacts when Michael tries to console her, tries to make her feel better.
Here's the deal. I don't want you to tell me what I want to hear.
I'm telling you.
I want you to tell me what I need to know.
I guess this is what happens when you're old enough to be his grandma. You speak to him like a child. Angela's the grandma of all of our nightmares. I'm pretty sure if she were to have lived 100 years ago, there'd be fables warning children to stay away from her. But I will give her one thing. She is right about Michael's choice to move this visa.
Michael's already failed 2 visa applications. And moving the interview, I'm sure the embassy thought that was suspicious.
What was he thinking? Look, Michael's a lot of things. He's patient.
Untrustable!
He's never claimed he's smart, right? He's not smart. I mean, a smart man would have found a better way, a quicker way to get to the States without having to shack up with Angela for 7 horrifying years. But at this point, it's the sunk cost fallacy, isn't it? He's already had to endure so much, he's put so much time and effort into this relationship that he doesn't want to walk away. He doesn't want it all to have been for nothing.
Babe,
Stop.
please,
Stop.
please,
Michael,
please,
this
please.
is too much. Just every
Auntie,
time
hold
with
on,
you.
hold on, please,
no,
please, please.
back up, sir.
Please, let's talk this over, please.
Go, Michael.
Please.
Angela's done. She gets into the taxi and goes back to her hotel, leaving Michael to, who knows, maybe walk home. I can't imagine what the locals must be thinking as they watch this all unfold. Why is this younger Nigerian man who's just had a US visa interview now pathetically running after this old white lady? Now, whatever they're thinking, it's actually probably accurate. And when we join Angela back in her hotel room, the first thing she does is jump on a call with her daughter Skylar.
I moved the case to Aberdeen. What the You never told me that. And then, here's what he said. It's gonna take 2 weeks, right?
Angela's here talking to her daughter, talking to the lady who only a few years ago she was begging to be the egg donor for her and Michael's children, as if she's a 14-year-old girl or something. Like, she has her headband on, what real hair she has left scraped back into a big ponytail, big hoops, long nails, and a glittery phone. Can someone please remind her how old she is? Angela, just because you have sexy written on your necklace, it doesn't make it true. Even her own daughter rolls her eyes as Angela just goes on and on. But we do all know by this stage that Skylar isn't exactly Michael's biggest fan.
I think he's been a scammer all this time. To be honest, Mama, if he's using you to come over here without you, you really need to figure out what's going on.
If he's using you. If. Yeah, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I know you've got an ego as big as Mount Everest.
That's my car, bitch!
But do you really think that Michael loves you? Do you really think that anyone would put up with you if there wasn't something in it for them? Honestly, if we all had just 1% of Angela's self-delusion, who knows where we'd be in life? But it seems like Skylar has actually got through to her mum, because Angela now begins to doubt how real Michael's love really is.
I don't even talk to you like this is a goddamn mess all day. I am so confused.
Can someone please call animal control? There appears to be a giant screeching bird on the loose.
Balls today and stand up for me.
Angela probably should have gone to therapy years ago. Like, at this point, it's probably too late for her. But it's not too late for her to realise something seems a little off about this marriage. And when Michael eventually crawls back to the hotel, he's made to pathetically knock at the door over and over again in order to be let into his own room. I can only assume that just like social media, Angela's also forbidden him from having his own keys.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Angela means business. Before Michael even has a chance to utter a single word, she's already made him follow instructions like a good puppy dog. In fact, repeating it 5 times just in case he didn't understand. Just look at Michael, he's clearly at his wit's end. This is all too much for him to handle. So go ahead, Angela, the floor's all yours. What is it you have to say?
I've been drugged through the mug through you, and I'm so confused. I don't know what to do, but you will not sit no more and lie to me.
I've been drug through the mud through you isn't exactly how that saying goes. And just look at Michael's face. He has absolutely no clue what Angela's trying to say to him. Now, maybe it's the lack of sleep, maybe it's all the beers that she's been drinking, or maybe it's the stress of the whole day. But whatever it is, Angela's done with all of this. This has driven her to the brink.
I'm just exhausted with all of his lies and his stories. Right now, I'm freaking mentally drained from this.
The thing is this.
The thing is this.
The thing is this. Good night, she says as she storms off. Like, here she is, making this big song and dance about how tired and mentally drained she is. But, I mean, really, what's she done all day? Like, she's sat at a cafe smoking and drinking. Like, when her husband returned, instead of actually listening to him, all she did was yell at him. She's barely given Michael the chance to explain himself, to talk. So if she's tired, just imagine how Michael feels. He's the one that's had to navigate this high-pressure government interview. He's been yelled at non-stop. He's been belittled and humiliated on TV again. And now, on top of it, the cherry on the cake is the thing is making him sleep on the couch. And she's even denying him access to the bathroom.
It doesn't matter who moves the interview. What matters is the final result.
And don't even, if you gotta piss, hang it out the door.
Oh, Michael. Only Michael could say that. Only Michael could f*** up this bad, get caught, and then try and plead innocence. Try and say, it doesn't matter who f***ed up, it's the result that counts. And while that might be true, while ultimately the only end goal here is to get to America in whatever way possible, the real question to ask here is, does his up, does any up warrant denying the guy toilet rights? Someone high up in a government office really needs to step in to save this guy. Poor Michael looks, like I feel as I'm watching this, defeated. But in her own unique way, Angela's feeling the same way too.
I ain't taking this anymore. God damn this lie. Just say the truth. You got a woman that loves you and you're still lying. You're a idiot.
You've got a woman who verbally abuses you, belittles you, humiliates you, treats you like a kid, and he still lies. How dare he? Yeah, how dare he? What a shocker. I don't know about you, but every time I see these two on my screen, I feel like it's me that needs therapy. Yeah, good luck to them both, because I get the distinct impression both of their time in the limelight is fast coming to an end.